Yes.
Used to tell stories.
Yep. Yeah. You
They
mean it's a,
easy to get.
so when you say about females in the family, what do you mean? Like, tell me some of the things so I'll know, make sure we talking about the same thing.
It, it's. I know it's the narcissist. I know the jealous and envy. They can get them real quick.
Right.
And because Yakub had talked about this, we can get about women are easy or vulnerable before all the racists came.
Right.
Because he was going to set up a new direction, which is Babylonian.
Okay.
He was talking about wicked things on us. What's going to happen to us. It's like 10,000. It's like, wow, this is what's going on in modern Babylon today.
Right.
In the B system.
Right.
And so, I really understand, the rent would have to be highly expensive. We gotta make them work hard. We can't be nice.
Right.
We gotta be mean and selfish to get it our own way. This is what Yakub was talking about before the other races.
Right.
That he had preached about technology.
Right.
He preached about this a couple of times. What was going to happen if they not even noticed, but they're not even aware what was about to happen, was about going to take place.
Right.
That's what he was preaching about. He is the founder of other races.
Right.
Including white folks, because that was the last breed. Because there are all types of breeds in white races. And also Davidians and, Mongoloids and Rubenoids and Centranoids or Albinoids.
Right.
They're all types of them. I can give you a type of white. You got the Pelasians, you got the Fugaroids, and you got the Neanderthals.
Right. 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 So.
I've seen them anytime.
So let me ask you this, guy.
So what are you about to say, baby?
I was gonna say, so when you say all of that, how are you referencing that with your mom? Because it seemed like you're referencing those too. Because I know you said I talked about it plenty of times on the live about what is it that things that I went through with women, or how they. What were you referring to when you was bringing that up?
Well, I'm going to answer this, but I remember the sisters, right? That you dealt with.
Right.
And they got mad at you. I was here first. What do you expect me to do?
Right. Right.
And I'm like, wow. They wish they born ahead of you.
Yeah.
That don't work that way. You came for first time.
Right.
I didn't deal with stuff like that.
What did you deal with?
I never dealt with. I'm talking about, the abuse, the nonsense, the errands and stuff.
Right.
That's what I was dealing with.
Oh, so okay. I see what you're saying. So you dealt with. So way I dealt with, like with sisters, like feeling like I didn't deserve to be there, or they felt like because I wasn't around, because I'm raised somewhere else, like that's not my mom, or that's not my family. But what you was dealing with more so of, you were dealing with a mom that's physically abusive to you. Is it just a physical abuse, or is it more verbal?
It's both. It's physical and verbal at the same time.
So you think by you going through the physical and verbal abuse, honestly, do you think that's a reason why you go so hard towards like New Breed and Raylo and Rollo and all of them?
It's the demeanor. The demeanor change.
Wow.
My demeanor change, yeah.
And do you think it changed?
It's not good.
You think it changed because?
Yeah, It'd be like a light trip. Yeah.
Okay. So it changed when it comes to the men. Why? Because, and agree with me if I'm wrong, do you think it changed when it comes to the men because you can go toe to toe with a man and you don't have to have no feelings, but when it comes to the woman, you take in a lot, so you honestly allow your mom to physically, verbally, and mentally abuse you because you know that you can't really protect yourself when it comes to her?
Yeah, it depends what type of altercation it is.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. How do you defend
Yeah,
yourself
because
with her?
like I said, like it'd be like almost like every day, but I had to get a hate of it so that I've been dealing with for decades.
Wow. Do your siblings ever say anything about that? Do your siblings ever say anything to like protect you, or do they go through the same thing you go through?
Well, they talk to me, yeah, but they don't protect me as much. But they talk to me, especially my brother.
Do your brother go through that treatment? Do your mom treat your brother like that?
Not like me, no.
Why do you think she treats you like that? Do your brother fight back? When she say something to your brother, do your brother defend himself?
I remember I brought this up when we was having an altercation in the bathroom, right? I remember I brought it up about Derek was trying to kill you. And she didn't like that. Is Derek here? He was born 1977 when I was but veteran.
Right. Right.
Because I remember that he had something in him. He had a knife because he didn't like the fact about the girl that my mother did not approve of.
Okay.
Because she wasn't right at all. She said, we love Derek and stuff. Yeah.
Does she treat your daughter like this?
For her love.
Right. Is your daughter treated? Is your sister being treated like this as well?
Oh no, not at all.
So
not
why do you
much
think?
Like me.
Why do you think you're being treated like that?
Because the stuff I be doing.
What do you be doing?
Okay, for instance, right? I always make sure, right, that the bathroom stays clean. And sometimes I have to come back to put my clothes on and check. She gets on me about that.
What did she get on you about what?
I'm about to go back and clean the bathroom. I'm about to clean the floor. You should have done that before you went out. Many times.
So you think, so basically what you're saying is, so your mom start verbally abusing you, and at times she physically abused you because you go to her, you might go and use... Get back and forth. Because if you go in the bathroom and you take a shower, for example, and you walk out of the bathroom, you don't clean the bathroom up, but you get dressed. Then you go back to clean up the bathroom. And when you go back to clean up the bathroom, that's when you go through a brawl with your mom.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you, if your daughter did, if your sister did that, would your mom treat her the same way?
No.
Why? So why do you think there's a difference? Because I thought when you said, yeah, because of the things that I do. But the things that you're telling me is not enough for you to be verbally and physically abused.
Yeah, because I will do it right, and I have to come with something.
So once you don't do it right is when she act like that, or is it just because you're going to the bathroom and you didn't do it right away? Or is it both?
And I had to go. Yeah, she always bring up the stuff that I be posting, social media, on the phone, one in my mouth.
So wait a minute. Do she have access to your social media?
No. She knows what I'm doing, but she don't have access.
So how does she feel about what you're doing?
Like, because my mind be somewhere else.
So I guess I'm kind of confused. So where does she want your mind to be at?
To make sure I focus on the right thing.
And what's the right thing?
Like getting get everything that is supposed to be done.
Okay.
And yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm like, okay, all right, I understand, but at the same time, it's the narcissist characteristic
Right.
that can get into,
Right.
can fit in, that not supposed to fit in what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
It's supposed to be all the way to the back, not all the way to the front.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yeah.
But you don't like that treatment, right? So what is it that you? Huh?
I can deal with the treatment.
So
I know how people are.
Right.
You have to deal with it. You got to read and know their characteristics, how they treat you.
Mm-hmm. And you don't like the way she treats you. Right. So I guess my point here is, it seems like there is a lack thereof when it comes to communication. It seems like there is a lack thereof when it comes to respect. And it seems like there's a lack thereof when it comes to boundaries. I mean, because you're in your 30s, right? Or your 40s?
I'm in my 30s.
Right, that's what I thought. So you being in your 30s, it's not healthy for you to be in your 30s and your mom is beating on you physically and verbally abusing you. Like, that's not right. And then the reasons why you're saying she's physically abusing you and beating on you is because of the things you do and say. But when I think about the things you do, unless there's more to the story, you said one of the things you do is you go take a bath or a shower, and when you get out, you don't clean the bathroom up right away, but you go in your room, you get dressed, then you come back, right? Or do you leave the bathroom filthy for a while? Do you leave the bathroom filthy for a while or no?
I be doing this because I thought I had it clean.
Right. You know what?
Right. Absolutely.
I hope that somewhere in this you can find some common ground, because physical abuse is never the answer, especially when it's coming from your mom. And do you think, God, that is a pivotal reason as to why you initially had problems with black women? Because I know you told me before you learned your lesson, you had a problem. Go ahead.
Well, it's not all of them. I have to remember that.
Right. But I'm saying, when you initially started that, was that stemming from your mom?
Yeah. I did tell you that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was wrong for what I had said. And that's when they was telling me about other races.
But you could be wrong for what you said, but...
I've been told, yeah. I could be wrong, yeah.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Explain to me about the...
Oh,
okay.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
And I've been explaining about the other races. And I don't hear them talk about this too much.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, been explained about this a couple of times.
Right.
That they are a lot worse than us. But I hear, they know how to work together. But they do something a lot of not lot, they do more wickedness than we do.
Okay.
I never hear them talking about that a lot. Oh, they can have their own business, but their business is not good business.
Gotcha.
They formed the Babylonian, and they've already been programmed
right
that way. I can't speak other because they've been programmed that way. It's nothing that I can do
right
because I'm not in their race. It's already explained of Yaku's creation, what they was a program of doing.
right
They got good, but not much good as us. See, I never hear conversations like this.
Gotcha.
And I need to talk to people about this, my own people about this often. I can't talk to other races about this often.
Right.
Because they will not understand where I'm coming from with this.
Right. So you know what I would say, Gotten?
I have to remember.
Right. I would say that unless there's more to the story and there's other things that your mom would say that you were doing, just to listen to some of the story, to me, that don't constitute physical, verbal, or mental, emotional abuse. And when you told a story a few minutes ago about the shower, about actually cleaning up the bathroom, that's not a reason for that. And I can't remember what was the reason why you said you ended up hurting your finger. I mean, and I appreciate you sending me that the picture, because your finger looked like it was bent, like it might have been broken. But I'm sure it's not broken. It maybe just be strained. But you shouldn't have to go through stuff like that. And it's so surreal that you're going through stuff like that, because I can remember back when I did a video showing how a lot of black moms don't like their daughters, but it never dawned on me that a lot of the black moms don't like certain sons either.
Yeah.
And the fact that your daughter, your sister, can go in the bathroom, take a shower, leave out the bathroom, and come back to clean it up. And you said she would not do her the same way. But when you do it, it's like it's a bunch of malarkey, because you did something even though other people in the house would do it. But why did you get physically abused behind it? It's just like I don't know. I'm going to continue to talk to you about stuff like this, Gotten, and I hope eventually I help you. And I know what you said, that you can't move out, because if you move out right now, it's going to hurt you, especially financially, and you're going to end up being back there. So I definitely get that. I just know it's going to need to be some boundaries set, because I could foresee one day you snapping on your mom for being physically, verbally, and mentally abusive towards you.
Right. The good thing is she don't practice witchcraft. That's the good thing.
Witchcraft?
Because she's not no Eastern Star.
Right.
I got female family members who are Eastern Stars that been in sorority that I did not even know about.
Right.
I wasn't even aware of.
Right.
Like my grandmother, my father's mother, when she passed, I'll be a obituary that she was a Delta Wit, and I already know what's that about.
Right. Right.
I'm like, wow, I did not know this.
Right.
Like, she participates in ritual activity.
You know
I
it.
didn't tell them this. I didn't tell my father's side of the family because they're going to think I'm crazy. Think I know everything.
Sometimes when you know everything, you should tell it. No matter how people interpret it, no matter what they take it, because one thing about it, two things for sure, the right person gonna hear you and believe you. So that's what you got to work on. And I know you say you didn't want to grow your channel or anything like that, but I'm gonna be honest with you, guys. I know that you run your channel and you base a lot of it on the guy New Breed, but I think you should run your channel and start incorporating some of the things that you go through at home with being with your mom. Why? Because you might be in your 30s, but for right now, you can't afford it. Like you said, if you go out on your own right now, you honestly going to be doing a disservice to yourself. Why? Because you know that you really don't have the means to probably support yourself the right way. You get what I'm saying? But I think you need to do
Yeah,
some
I would do that too. I definitely would do that.
What?
Uh-huh.
What'd you say you would do?
I will definitely do that when the time comes. When
Right.
the time straight.
Yeah. I just hope you don't do it too late, because walking. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
I said, you said, I hope I don't do it too late. That's what you said.
Right. So I do. I hope that you do it. I hope you get to the bottom of this, and I hope there's a way that I hope you find a way to be able to talk to your mom, because, like you said earlier, if you had the means right now to move on your own, you said you wouldn't even go back to visit her. That speaks volumes. That's volumes. That mean a lot, man. And then the fact that you say she don't do this to your brother, and nor do she do it to your sister. So that makes me beg the pardon of, well, why do you do it to Gotten?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm glad that we got a chance to talk about this Gotten, and I hope I seen the picture of your finger, and honestly, I hope your finger honestly is feeling a lot better. And I'm glad that your finger wasn't broken.
Yeah.
And you know what? And the fact that you held on to this all weekend, it kind of breaks my heart, because I could tell you're trying to be as humble as you can with your mom, until you even taking small situations and trying to make it seem like, you know, like you did something wrong. But in all honesty, God, you didn't do anything wrong, because listen, if you walk out the bathroom and you've taken a shower, and you go and change your clothes, and then you go back to the bathroom and clean it up, I don't understand why you would be deemed for that.
Right.
Why? Because you went into the bathroom, you took a shower, you got dressed, and then you came right back. Unless you didn't come right back.
Right.
Did you come right? You came right back or no?
Sometimes I don't.
Sometimes you don't. Okay. But that day she got on you about it. She got on you. Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and it backfired. Yeah,
I wish that I could help you a little bit more. But the thing of it is, I could help you a little bit more, but you also got to help yourself. Because that type of behavior isn't going to stop. It's either it's going to be one of three ways out. Or you're going to continue to ignore her. You're going to snap on her. Or you're going to eventually move out. And I hope before you do the inevitable, I hope you move out, because it seemed like there's also a lack there of communication. So hopefully these things will work out for you, because I honestly feel bad for you. I really honestly feel bad for you. And I think that sometimes you may kind of take it out on some of the men on their other channels, because you might be frustrated at the way your mom treats you as well. Maybe yay, maybe no, because the young lady did tell me that New Breed is an evil person. I haven't seen it yet, and I'm a scour his videos to find it. But if he that bad, I shouldn't have to look that hard.
Right.
So I appreciate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad that you opened up and you felt comfortable enough to tell me. I hate that you messed your finger up, and yes, I do see the picture of your finger being wrapped. And I hope your finger get better, and hopefully you got to find a way to because you got to find a way to communicate with your mom, because one of you gonna end up doing something that you can't get out of. How about that?
Right.